Okay, so here's a story about a guy called Sam the Bellhop, who used to own his own little bar and restaurant right down the block from the 654 Club, which apparently is this really popular club over in New York. So anyway, here's the story. One day, Sam the Bellhop was working in his bar, and it was a bit slow that night. But all of a sudden, out of nowhere, the big double doors opened up wide, and in through the doors walked four gentlemen dressed like kings. That's what they looked like. So they ordered up a few drinks, and they're sitting there for a while looking quite bored. So they called Sam over, and they said, "Sam, this is our first time here. Can you find us some women to help make the time go by?" So anyway, Sam looks at his watch. He says, "Guys, it's still quite early, but I'll see what I can do." So the cards were cut. Now normally I'd have somebody else do that, but there's only me here, so I'll do it. So watch, hands are empty. Cut the cards, complete the cut, and square up as well. So Sam took a walk down 1, 2, 3 blocks. Said the best I could do was a couple of brunettes and a couple of redheads. They said, "Sam, that's great. Where'd you get them?" He says, "Oh, the 654 Club, right down the block." They said, "Sam, fantastic. Have a $2 tip for your trouble." So now they're sitting there with the girls, but all of a sudden the kings decide they'd like to play a few hands of cards. Now the only problem is they haven't got enough card players. So they called Sam over and they said, "Sam, do her a favour, find her a few more card players to help make the numbers up." So Sam looks at his watch again. He says, "Guys, it's still kind of early." He says, "I'll see what I can do." So the cards were cut, and Sam took another walk down 1, 2, 3 blocks. Said the best I could do is these 4 guys, but you're not going to believe this. They're all called Jack. They said, "Sam, that's great. Where'd you get them?" He says, "Oh, the 654 Club, right down the block." They said, "Sam, that's brilliant. Have another $2 tip for your trouble." So now they're in this big poker game. All of a sudden, the kings run into some trouble and they owe the girls some money. Now the only problem is they've only got a cheque for $40. So they called Sam over. They said, "Sam, do her a favour. Would you cash this cheque? Would you get her a couple of 20s? So Sam says, "Guys, this is a little bit embarrassing, but you're the only customers in. I haven't even got that much money in the till." He says, "I'll tell you what I'll do though, since you're such nice guys, I'll have a walk down the bank for you." So the cards were cut, and Sam took another walk down 1, 2, 3 blocks. Says, "Guys, I'm really sorry. I went to the bank and they were all out of 20s. I had to get you 4 10s. They said, "Well, Sam, that's great. Thanks very much. Have another $2 tip for your trouble." So now they're really starting to like this guy, Sam. They said, "Sam, you really are a nice guy. You remind us of that magician, Flash." He says, "No, nobody's that nice, for crying out loud." They said, "You're quite a young guy, Sam. We guess your age to be about, what, 38? He said, "You're close. I'm 39. They said, "Do you live here at the club?" He says, "No, I live in a really posh town called Newcastle." Yeah, it's a joke. They said, "What's your address?" He says, "Oh, I live at 1329 West 8th Street. They said, "Do you gamble?" He said, "Every day at the 654 Club right down the block." They said, "Did you ever see any good poker hands?" He said, "You wouldn't believe it. Just last week this total stranger walked in. We'd never seen him before, but he had 3 7s and a pair of 8s. They said, "Wow, a full house, so he won." Yeah, he says, No, Dynamo, the magician, was there, and he had 3 aces and a pair of 9s. They said, "Oh, so Dynamo won." He says, No, Flash was there. He had a straight flush." And that's the story of Sam the Bellhop. Thank you.